Watch Fox News reporter Cheyenne Malone crunching those numbers for us tonight. Cheyenne, what'd you find out?
Well, Daryl, it's called the Uniform Crime Report. It's a 165-page overview of crime throughout the state in 2011. The report gives law enforcement officials a chance to review crimes from a different angle. As you mentioned earlier, Daryl, violent crimes are down, but what may seem most troubling is murders across the state are up. Every year, SLED takes an in-depth look at South Carolina crimes. The information on the Uniform Crime Report gives officials a baseline that measures how crime is being controlled.
We've seen a decrease of a little over 2%, 2.2% in the amount of violent crime for 2011 compared to 2010, while property crimes have actually gone up just a little, less than 1%.
South Carolina's murder rate has also gone up, more than 20%, a stat SLED officials say is somewhat misleading.
The 2010 rate was one of the lowest, if not the lowest, murder rate that we've seen in South Carolina since we started taking records. And then if you compare it to 1975, when we first started taking records, we actually have seen over a 50% decrease in the number of murders.
The city of Columbia has also seen a decrease in murders. In 2010, they were down more than 37%. Information Public Affairs Officer Jim Crawford admits the Columbia Police Department takes pride in.
You can't help but be proud. I mean, it's a city we all want to live in and prosper and flourish in. And part of that is dealing with our ability to protect the public. And I think Chief Scott has done an outstanding job in his leadership of doing that.
Crawford says part of Chief Scott's leadership tactic is using a different approach, targeting areas of crime that need the most attention.
We really turned up the heat within the city with the command staff and the region commanders that if we identify a problem, we address it as soon as practical.
Utilizing city resources to get the maximum results makes it easier to complete the mission on the streets.
We're there, but we're at that bottom line. We're at the bare bones now. There's a lot of things that we need to continue this.
And for a closer look at some of those numbers indicated on the state's Uniform Crime Report, visit us online, midlandsconnect.com. Live in the studio, Cheyenne Malone, Watch Fox News.
Yeah, Cheyenne, did Officer Crawford mention any of the things he thinks that law enforcement needs to continue improving upon keeping people safe?
He did, Daryl. Right off the bat, you might assume they might need more guns or more officers on the roads. But Crawford says right now what the Columbia Police Department needs most is police cars.
Okay, always in need of something. Thank you so much.